It's the National Football League on...
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his fourth season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And some room to maneuver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Well, he's got some breathing room. There's Robinson showing the flash. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Tannehill. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return. He's going to get this to about the 23. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Leading them out, the 3rd-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
After what we saw last week, over 400 yards passing, the obvious thing is to go talk to him. I want to talk to his receivers, and boy, were they enthusiastic about what happened then. They can't wait for this week's game.
He was hitting them outside, over the middle, everywhere, and for his efforts, of course, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Pete Werner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 4th and long coming up. This defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape. and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. Truss Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Hurts finds his man, Dobbs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Taken in at the 22, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some room to work. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come in and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time at manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down, then allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Here's Taylor again, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. McPherson's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Robinson again on second down. They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 92 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Off play action, Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over the 46-yard line.
I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the league, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Texans at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Touchdown, Titans!
James Robinson,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Titans are once again back in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I guess he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this one's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense.
They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts, but the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson.
164 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing over the run down because sometimes you get out of your games. You don't hit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the close fist of the
it. Sermon.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
Down to the 25. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
And the big fella stopped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Tannehill's thrown into the hands of Pitts here.
The 20. Touchdown, Titans.
Kyle Pitts,
75 yards. And the Titans have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On first down, Hurts got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Hurts. He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash.
McPherson's kick is good,
and that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a wild... Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Tannehill on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Handoff now to Robinson. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. That's going to lead to 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fields it right around the goal line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On the draw, Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill now to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Here we go, set! 70, give the look!
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. On the give, here's Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. Touchdown! Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nakobe Dean brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And it's a Titans touchdown. Corey Davis, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Titans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
Back now in Houston. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. But with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
This game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the line. And we pick up a 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jameson Williams. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt, a 45-yard. The Texans will take over. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbound.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nakobe Dean in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Touchdown, Texans. Romeo Dobbs, 41 yards. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McPherson on for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They begin the drive with Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Why don't they just take the lead?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The more fundamental play, all they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides,